Hi guys, I'm Max Concept and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. With CorelDRAW software, I've created over 5,000 designs, delivered work to over 300 clients, and even built a household name for myself in the creative industry. If you are looking to master CorelDRAW, you are in the right place. Today I will show you how to get started even if you've never used it before. So let's get started. So first thing you want to do now is let's open the CorelDRAW, open your CorelDRAW software. Then once your CorelDRAW opens, you want to set up a new document. You can do that by pressing Ctrl+N on your keyboard, or simply you can also go to File here and select New Document. Select New, then you press it. When you select New Document, you press you press OK, right? And it opens. Okay, so right now you will see a setup by your left, a setup window by your left where you can name your project. So where you can name your project by the left here. So you see it, right? It's showing later. So here we want to select the size of our project, the size of our work. So let's go for A4. Let's go with A4, which is perfect for most designs. So let's select A4 here, and there you go. So for color mode, if you are designing for digital, you have to choose either there are two colors in designs. You have to choose either RGB or CMYK. So we want to anyone we want to work with. So to do that, simply come to tools here and click color management. So when you click color management, you select, if your design is for digital use, you select RGB and OK. But if your design is for print, you select CMYK and OK. So let's assume now our design is for digital use, right? So I will select RGB and OK, right? So the next thing you want to do is you want to get familiar to your workplace, right? So before we dive into any other thing, you need to master this. You need to get familiar to your workplace. You don't just come to open software and start designing what you don't know. No, things doesn't work that way, right? So by the left here, if your CorelDRAW is open, you can see by the left here is your toolbox. Your toolbox is by the left here. You can see them, right? So then by the top here, at the top here is called the property bar. Okay, let me briefly explain the toolbar for you. The toolbar is just simply where you can find all your tools, like all the tools you need to create anything you want to create in CorelDRAW. You get it under the toolbox. Then for property bar, it just changes depending on the tool you select. Depending on the tools you select, you can always come to your property bar to select, to command it. Probably you want to bitmap, you want to add effect and all that. Then your color palette is by your right here. That's your color, where you select the color you want to work with. So you can see them here, right? So you can always set them up. You can always set it up to your taste, right? So, and that's that, right? So once you know where things are, your work will get smoother. So you don't need to be fast to dive in just to start designing without knowing where things are. So let's start with the basics. The basics, for example, which is the pick tool, right? The pick tool, the first one you see up here. You don't want to joke with the pick tool. You don't want to joke with it. It's your best friend. It helps you to select, to move and resize object, and you can't just do without pick tool, because sometimes your CorelDRAW might hang and you just have to pick your tool to be able to do any other thing. So it's your best friend. That's why I say that is your best friend. So now let's try drawing the shape and see. So go to the rectangle tool here, as you can see right here by your toolbox. So go to the rectangle, let's go to the rectangle tool and draw a shape. So to be able to draw a shape, just click and drag. To get a perfect shape, while dragging you hold Control so that you can get a perfect shape, right? It's that simple. Or to draw a shape, you can also press on your keyboard. You can press F6 and it will turn to a square shape. F6 and you can draw, right? So just for you to, anyone that works better for you, but for me I use both because I know these shortcuts. So let's add some color. So just click any color. You can say blue. Yeah, we can say blue. We can use deep yellow. We can use purple, deep purple. But okay, let's go with purple, right? Let's go with this. So after you've done this, that's this, right? It's just simple, right? So after you've done this, first, next thing is the message. The message, what do you want to put in this box? Assuming it's a card you want to design with this shape, right? So you want to add text. That's the next thing you should do. Adding text must be the right next. So let's add text, right? Just come to your text tool here and click it, or simply press F8 on your keyboard and it will still come up. So just type in wherever you like, but for the sake of this course we can type in, we can say CorelDRAW, we can say CorelDRAW tutorial, right? CorelDRAW tutorial. Right? Simple, right? Yeah. So you can type in whatever you want to type. Just as I said, you can you can type in whatever you like, want to add, whatever you want to type in. So after you've done this, you want to change the font size, or you want to change the font size. Maybe you don't like this particular font. Simply do that by going here where you see area. Once it loads, you select the font. I can say, let me use Railway. That's the font I want to use. CorelDRAW tutorial. CorelDRAW tutorial. Let me say a step by step guide, right? Can take it down. So after we are done with this, the last thing we are going to do is to save our work. But mind you, if you're using desktop, ensure you are saving your work, please. Very important. So after I'm done with this, the next thing I want to do is I want to save my work and I want to export this as an image, right? So I'll come here. Is either I press Ctrl S on my keyboard, or I come to File and click Save. So you can do any of them. So I click Save. I will name my document. I'll select where I want to save. So for the sake of this class, let me save it. Okay, let me create a folder under desktop. Create a folder. Let me name the folder CorelDRAW. Right, so I'll open the folder. Then I'll also name this CorelDRAW tutorial. And once I'm done with that, I'll click Save. Right, so the next thing you want to do is you probably want to share this image to someone. You want to show somebody, see what I've done today, this is my work, kind of stuff like that. So you just click the export. So this is how to do that. First of all, you highlight it if you are not working with the whole A4 shape, right? So you highlight what you want. You highlight it together here and group it. To group, you right click here. For example, you highlight it. Highlighting is to highlight, so click outside, highlight and drag. Once it highlight, you can right click on it and group it. As simple as that. You can also group by selecting here, somewhere here to group. But for you as a beginner, you can always right click and group. You can always right click and ungroup. That makes it simple, right? So after you've done that, you want to export, right? To export, you just come here and you will see here where you see open, you see save to cloud, you see print, you see cut, you see copy, you see paste. Just along this line, that's where you get to export. Then when you see the arrow that is coming down is for import, and the arrow that is going up is for export. So we can just click on export, or you press Ctrl plus E in your keyboard, on your keyboard, right? And it will export. Or you just come here and click export. So don't forget, we are saving it under the CorelDRAW folder. So we'll select it now and export. So since we are using CorelDRAW proof setting, we'll leave it like that. We're not going to change anything. So I'll press OK. I'm using 300 resolution, which is okay for me, right? Okay. I want to export only this image. So when I press Ctrl E, I'll select only this document, only this, select only, make sure that it's under select only if it's only this shape you want to export. So then we export, right? We export. That's simple, right? You just press OK. and you're done. Right? Simple. So this is what we just designed now. Very simple. We just did it now. You can just show someone, this is what I did today, and that's very simple, right? So that's that, right? So now that's it. You've just taken your first step in CorelDRAW. If you found this helpful, let me know. What would you like to learn next? And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. There's more coming your way. Thank you.